And we are struggling to find people to fill those roles. Not only could we not find people at the quality and the quantity we needed them, the few people that we found were not up to the global standards of quality that we needed. And we're competing globally. You're not competing with just local players. You people know my biggest competition. You know where they are from. They are from China. I'm competing globally. I need to make sure that I have world-class people working on the organization. And here I am looking for Nigerians that cannot meet the requirements.
Come back. This is Succinct with Simple, a podcast where clarity means depth. I'm your host, Simple. Every week we cut through the noise of key issue in education and politics, one thoughtful conversation at a time. Whether you are an educator, policymaker, student, or you're simply curious, this is where we'll bring you facts, perspective, and context. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right. Are Nigerian youth unemployable or just unfairly underpaid? The CEO of Moniepoint recently claimed that his company failed to fill 500 job vacancies due to lack of talent or unqualified talent. And this has sparked nationwide debate. I would like us to watch this video. We'll bring it directly from the horse's mouth. The CEO of Moniepoint, where he's boldly claiming in a forum that he could not fill 500 job vacancies because he has put it upon himself that they want to be employing Nigerians. But his claim is that even as that, he could not fill up 500 job vacancies.
But in 2024, we made a decision that we will no longer hire from any other place than Nigeria, and we chopped the cane in 2025. We chopped the cane in 2025. You know, it hits me to the bone when Auntie Kemi also mentioned that even Alhaji Dangote was saying that Nigeria, we have, if you go to Moniepoint career websites, which you can go and apply if you want to, we have probably maybe 500 vacancies or so. And we are struggling to find people to fill those roles. Not only could we not find people at the quality and the quantity we needed them, the few people that we found were not up to the global standards of quality that we needed. And we're competing globally. You're not competing with just local players. You people know my biggest competition. You know where they are from. They are from China. I'm competing globally. I need to make sure that I have world-class people working on the organization. And here I am looking for Nigerians that cannot meet the requirements that we need to meet to be able to compete and build world-class products. I blame quite a bit of things. I blame our education system. I used to feel like Nigerians are really, really bright. And I am honestly beginning to feel like we need to do something to prevent the general IQ of this country from going lower. I am really, really worried. I used to feel like intelligence is equally distributed around the world. But I am realizing now that environment shapes a lot of things. I am realizing that the social media that we are consuming all the time, I am realizing now that the values that are shaping our systems now, the hookup culture, the yahoo yahoo culture, the let me just do cool things because that's what matters culture. The level that people are reasoning in this country is not as high as it used to be. And this is coming from me, that I am a die-hard Nigerian that want Nigerians to grow. I feel like this is a role model problem. This is the problem that the person that they see around them is that local boy that has collected $30,000. And they want to be like him. In the grand scheme of what you can create in a 200 million population, there are many other alternatives to becoming a big boy yahoo boy. There are many alternatives to becoming a hookup babe that is showing how she is traveling to Dubai. And everybody wants to be like her. So we have it in us. All we just need to do is develop our human capital. Change this mentality that we have about within our current youths that don't see any other path because...
By counterpunch, it has been argued that what we have mostly in our Nigerian employment industry is mostly ghost workers. For a CEO to come out on a nationwide TV to claim that over 100 and something million Nigerians youths are unemployable. Let's just focus our attention on this tech industry because that is where this particular employment is coming from. He said he was unable to fill the 500 vacant space. Most of us can argue him that that is not right. But today we have to, my argument with him today, I'm not coming to blame or any, we are not taking side from the youth. This is an employer who knows exactly what he wants. So him coming out to say over 100 million, he could not pick 500 qualified candidates. Is absurd. The ghost job allegation. Is this company really hiring, or these ads are just for show? That is a real question. Are they really hiring, or they are just there for show? In his argument, he said his competitors are the Chinese. That means he wants to hire Nigerians that has qualified as their Chinese counterparts. But the issue here is not all about the talent. Some argue that the issue is not talent, but inadequate payments and poor working conditions to meet up with the international standards. You cannot be thinking of hiring Nigerians that are on equal par with your Chinese counterparts when your pay is not as measurable as those that you pay the foreigners. We have our talent that has left this country to travel overseas because they want where they will pay them the same as they are paying those their counterparts abroad. I bet you, if your company is really paying what Chinese tech pay their tech experts, our Nigerians will come back from abroad to occupy those spaces. Because if the working condition here is favorable to them, where you have a lot of tech experts from China that work here in Nigeria, you see them living in Banana Island and other exotic estates in the country. Can you employ these people in Nigeria, these experts that you want, and put them in those positions, those working conditions that these foreigners have been put into? That is a question. And majorly, the problem is not really the talent. It has been the Japa syndrome. Most of our talent has left the country abroad because they are fighting to have a favorable working condition where their expertise will be matched with their payment and their working condition, where you will not only use them and pay them peanuts. Our best talents are leaving this country to abroad, where they will work and have a favorable working environment and be paid to live as equal as their talent, not where they waste all their talent working for you for many years and they have nothing to show for it. Why when they go out there, if they travel overseas, within a year, they are now rich, working in the same, even doing less there to what they would do in your own company here. So that is the issue. We are not saying that what you're saying is wrong. I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong. You're the one employee. You know the criteria that you're seeking for. Maybe people that are applying have not met that. But the question is, are you ready to pay what you want all these foreigners receive? Because if you're ready, I bet you our best talents abroad, some of them will come back to occupy these positions. I would like to end on this note. I'm not putting up a blame game because you are the employer. You know what you want. You wouldn't be here telling you that no, what you're saying is totally wrong. No. But the solution lies between the corporate companies. Your inability to train. You only want to have already made graduates. Someone will graduate and you put your benchmark on age limit. You want to hire 18 to 23. When did they garner this working experience? Is it from our universities? You as a CEO, did you become best coming out from the university? No. I bet you will say yes. I know you graduated and work in some companies that build your confidence. Are you willing to employ? You're looking for 100%, but you should be willing to employ a 50% qualification, then train them to be what you want. But just because you people are not ready to do that, you are so straight bent on hiring people with 100% experience, and you want them to be 18, 23. If someone that is 40 years comes to your company, the age barrier will strip them off immediately. If people above 40 comes, that is the worst. So where do you want these people to gather this experience? Is it from their mother's womb or in the primary schools? You, the tech expert, how many programs have you introduced in our university system where they will train these people as they are coming out there exactly what you want? No. But you graduated from this system, maybe furthered your education somewhere else to get to where you are, and you want to people that graduate from this hostile situation that we have in Nigerian universities to now give you exactly what you want. Yes, I know you touched this area, but you people have to do more. Focus your attention on training, hire and train for them to become what you want. And secondly, we need a systemic change in our educational system. And those who come from you people, the tech industry, we don't have tech before. It's not like this, but now it's rampant. You see people going for tech. That means you people have to go to all our universities and begin to incorporate what you want there so that people can learn. As they are coming out, you're getting what you want. But you people are not ready to do that. You are not ready to do that. All you do is get and get and get money from Nigerians. What you just need is an expert that will come and give you more and more. You don't want to give out. Let's focus our attention on training and retraining. By then, hiring will now, you that is holding your chest high, that you want to be hiring from Nigeria. Someone hearing you from afar will say, yes, this man is a patriotic Nigerian. You want to hire from Nigeria, while others are hiring abroad. While your system of hiring does not connote what you're saying. If you want to hire, you should say, we have 500 vacant positions. In this vacant position, you can get at least 200 that meet your requirement. The rest 300, you can employ them and train them to be what you want. I don't think you can get that. So this is my submission. We are not blaming you. Thank you because you want to hire Nigerians. We give you kudos, but you have to put extra mind to make sure you train them. Don't just leave it to the government or blame the students. Everybody wants to live well. Nobody wants to remain in this harsh poverty. If you can step down a bit, you will see that it's very, very difficult for people. Some students want to come out of school to make sure they see something to eat. Students are students are finding it difficult to eat. Empty stomach, you learn nothing. Try and build up orientation. Go to our universities and train people. Introduce a program that will help them out, so that as they are coming out, they are what you want. If you can, maybe final year student, and you introduce a program that they will learn from their first semester in their final year to their finals, you will not tell me that you cannot get more than 1,000 in all our universities that will fill up all those vacancies when you need them. But you don't want that. Rather, you come here to tell us that you cannot see 500 talent to fill vacancies in your industry. No. I know most of us will say you are not a lawyer, you are not into tech, you cannot dismount what he's saying, but you cannot blame everybody. You cannot blame the students. You cannot blame them for the harsh economy that we are having in this country. You cannot blame them for the theoretic state of our university. You cannot blame them. So the only solution here is all these tech industries. Any industry that you know you want to employ people, make sure you go to every university, because our students are graduating every year. The 500 level students, when they are in 400 level, go to those schools, introduce a program, make sure you train them till as they are graduating, you pick the best out of those students. You fill all these gaps and stop coming here to tell us who is not qualified and the talent that we don't have. Maybe attributing it to people watching social media and all that. Our youth are looking for where they will find something they will eat. That is just it. Thank you. I remain simple. Your host in Succinct with Simple. Please do share, like, and distribute this video and let others hear most of our youth, so that we can learn from these critics and build ourselves for a better future. Because there is nobody that can do it for you, only yourself. The government is not ready for you. What they are ready for is politics and politics. They are not ready for you. So try and build your life for yourself. Thank you and remain blessed.